5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglash for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. If you want to know what those are, check out wdma.org and issm.org too, I think. Yeah, both of them are orgs. Anyway, let's get into the meat of things. And we'll start off with a Maytag commercial that's primarily social media.
Don't have to do like 5 more loads. Summers are so messy, plus it's raining. We need to get the kids outside.
This is the Holderness family.
She rolled through a puddle on a big bike.
And these stains to me
Her
look
shirt
fake.
looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
I learned when I took a tour of
How do you get coffee
Universal
on the back of his
Studios
shirt?
that
How the inside
they
of
had
his pants
special
full of
artists that
dirt?
would recreate
What in the heck is this big
the
brown
stains every
thing?
day because
So
they'd have to wash the
confused,
clothes
can't
in
help but
between.
sing.
Which was the
Oh,
Tide commercial.
mystery
Made a lot of sense.
What even is this? Yeah, I'm not even sure what it contains. Come on, tell me, baby. Is this juice or nacho cheese? Is it grass or is it peas? Oh, mystery stain.
Okay, well, it goes on from there, and it's not as good from that point on, but it is a little bit fun. And apparently it's got 1.8 million views or something. Let's go over here and see the article about it. 1.5 million times a week, Mystery Stain has been seen. Okay, so that's pretty good. I don't know how that would compare with like a soap opera. But I think people have to click on it to see the whole thing. So away you go. Okay, now I know you care about the trade negotiations across the world, and a lot of catalogers have had their supply chain disrupted, but it might be because of cheese. When Trump was in Wisconsin, he actually was on TV saying that part of the reason he wanted to get rid of NAFTA was because Wisconsin farmers told him that they couldn't sell cheese to Canada. That Canada blocked cheese. Can you imagine anybody blocking Wisconsin cheese? Well, this article doesn't confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it's true. And actually, when the North American Fair Trade Agreement, or whatever it's called now, I think that's what NAFTA was called, when the new one went through with Canada, I think Trump mentioned that the Wisconsin farmers were happier. But in some of the deals with the UK, especially the UK, a post-Brexit deal is on hold with UK and Japan because of blue cheese. There's another one on hold with EU and Canada because Cyprus wants extra protection for halloumi or something. Halloumi. I don't know what that is. I've never had it. You know, I'm kind of a cheddar man myself. I can take an occasional Swiss or a jalapeno jack cheese or something. But anyway, cheese is a big deal in Wisconsin, so I thought I'd throw that in. This is really just a great picture of the ability of capitalism to adapt. Walmart, big retailer, now you got e-commerce coming in, Amazon, etc. Amazon figuring out how to put warehouses everywhere. In the beginning, from the scuttlebutt I got from like inside of Walmart was that the Walmart, the old school retail execs didn't even really want the e-commerce to succeed. It was a lot of infighting. And I think there might be something to that because I worked with musician's friend, a catalog e-commerce company owned by Guitar Center, a retailer. And, there was some things said about how, any guitar that was sold through the mail was one guitar not sold through Guitar Center. I don't think that's true. I think people buy the way they want to buy. And a lot of people want to try it out. I would. Certainly, the action matters a lot. There's a lot of factors. Too low in action, buzz. Too high in action, hard on your fingers. Hard to play. Stiff. So anyway, Walmart's partnering with Instacart. Now, they announced that they were starting a same-day delivery, basically using their stores, at least in part, as delivery options. And I know that Amazon, my son-in-law has worked on some Amazon facilities, and he said they have a lot of parking, and I've noticed that in the Kenosha warehouse. They have a lot of parking because, and they're building smaller ones closer to the urban centers, because the drivers come in their own cars largely and pick up the deliveries, and so there's a lot of turnover. There's a lot of drivers, so they need big parking lots. Walmarts have big parking lots, and usually they're not full, so might make sense, all of this. Anyway, but the point is that now Instacart is working with Aldi, Target, Costco, Albertsons, Kroger, and Walmart, Sam's Club, along with smaller grocers and drugstores. So Amazon has pushed the envelope on delivery, which I would never. I mean, who would have dreamed 20 years ago when you ordered something and it would say allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, right? That was normal. Now you got, order in the morning and it's there in the afternoon, or order before midnight and it's there at 7 in the morning. I mean, unbelievable. But it shows you how capitalism can invent things to up the service level for consumers. It's wonderful. Okay, Twitter can't shake advertiser suit over bots. I just want to mention that. Here's a new technique fraudsters are using. They're taking old public domain content and they're creating apps, here like old westerns as apps that look legitimate because they got lots of film content, and then they go and get promoted through Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, etc., as legitimate apps because they have legitimate content. And then they partner with other third-party monetization platforms and serve them up fraudulent bot-created impressions that people are on these apps when actually it's just a bot farm surfing around, and the bot apps track their visits and inflate the user count and therefore generate false advertising charges. How cool is that? We're going to be talking about that today, later on my Direct Mailing Dead show. And if you, it's a webinar at 3 p.m. on Chicago time. If you received this sold out message, because on Saturday we hit 100 registrations, which was beyond more than triple what we've ever had. And this has really caught on. And a lot of great people are going to be there. A lot of USPS people, some catalog people I've interacted with have registered and are going to try and make it. We have at least one business professor from a prominent business school who's going to try and make it. If you register, I'll quickly send you the recording link if it works, which I'm guessing it will. I'm trying to do this every day in anticipation. But it'll be on the Periscope channel where I'm broadcasting right now. So just come back here at 3 p.m. Chicago time and you'll see it. But anyway, we got to go up to Nielsen. This is a fantastic article now that I've already gone too long. Nielsen is updating their methodology for measuring reach and frequency. And they're trying to do cross-channel measurement. If you remember, Nielsen is the gold standard of media ratings. They started with viewership diaries, then automated in-home people meters, and then got 200,000 people to install a PC meter on their computers. But, in 2010, Nielsen admitted that they were undercounting by as much as 22%. Now, if you go back and study media metrics, they kind of start around 2009. It's only been 10 years that we've been even doing this, because that's when the smartphones started catching on and people started watching a lot of video on their smartphones and tablets and connected TV and streaming services, etc. So the digital People are complaining that they're not getting all of their views that they should get, although some of the other people, the TV people, are complaining now that digital takes credit, even though nobody's really watching. See the previous 2 stories about bots and CTV, inflating CTV numbers. What Nielsen's trying to do is pivot to use more third-party multiple partners in a significant way. But the problem is, and here's the kicker, growth is in the gardens, is inside of Facebook and YouTube and Amazon TV. The ad spend is through Google, Facebook, Amazon. And none of these ecosystems allow marketers to see user-level data such as the impression logs with IDs. So they might know how many people are actually seeing your video. Well, no, let's not over-credit them. They might know how many people the video was presented in front of. They don't know if you're paying attention. Do you ever have that auto play turned on and you get up in the morning and you're on some topic that you have no idea how you got there? And it just played all through the night. And you watched it, even though you were in another room sleeping. Not saying they do that, but it happens to me. Okay, now, without that detail, marketers cannot build multi-touch attribution models. They cannot, this is going to be in the show this afternoon, cannot independently measure unduplicated reach and frequency. They're reliant on aggregated reporting provided by the platforms themselves or on managed tools such as Google Ads Data Hub. What that means: make a map of all the proprietary ecosystems, including big publishers, see your audience. Develop a detailed understanding of the data provided by each one. If you have scale, lobby for more access or ask your agency to do it. Admitting no one really knows what's going to happen, they say we all need to build our own platforms. A single MTA silver bullet so hyped a decade ago won't work. Whether we want to or not, we'll all need to use more sophisticated econometric and media models. All of this tells you it's really tough to know what's going on and what is the goal. And here is the real point of what I'm going to say today, later today. Causal testing. If you read my seminal article on the definition of direct marketing, I say direct marketing is testing, is the isolation of causal variables in scientifically valid field experiments. That's what it is. All this generating a measurable response, that's stupid. Measurable. It's running tests. And Bob Stone and I had a nice talk about this over coffee at his house one afternoon. I said, Bob, why'd you leave out testing? He said, because none of us could imagine that you could measure and not test, that you wouldn't test. He said, you're so right, John. Anyway, determine the incremental impact. Did the campaign or ad view cause incremental sales or improve brand perception? That's what we're going to be talking about. And good luck in digital. What a great article. I highly recommend it. Martin Kihn. I'll put a link in the show notes. Have a great day. Join me at 3 p.m. right here on periscope.tv/John Miglosh, like all one word. Bring your friends. We're declaring war on the nonsense that we've been fed for the last 25 years by the digital marketing community. Have a great day. Like and share. Your friends will know you're smart. Bye-bye.